ซีดีเสียงประจำชุดวิชา10111ภาษาอังกฤษเพื่อการสื่อสารสาขาวิชาศิลปศาสตร์มหาวิทยาลัยสุโขทัยธรรมาธิราชในชุดวิชานี้มีซีดีเสียงทั้งหมดจำนวน4แผ่นสวัสดีค่ะนักศึกษารายการซีดีเสียงประจำชุดวิชาภาษาอังกฤษเพื่อการสื่อสารที่นักศึกษากำลังฟังอยู่นี้ปรับมาจากเทปเสียงประจำชุดวิชาเพื่อให้ได้คุณภาพเสียงที่ชัดเจนไม่ผิดเพี้ยนดังนั้นเมื่อนักศึกษาเอกสารการสอนเรื่องใดที่กล่าวถึงเทปเสียงในเอกสารการสอนและคู่มือนักศึกษาขอให้นักศึกษาเข้าใจว่าหมายถึงซีดีเสียงและเนื้อหาใดที่มีรูปตลับเทปเสียงหมายถึงให้ฟังซีดีเสียงรวมทั้งเสียงในซีดีถ้าบอกว่าให้ฟังเทปก็หมายถึงให้ฟังซีดีค่ะการศึกษาชุดวิชาภาษาอังกฤษเพื่อการสื่อสารนั้นมุ่งให้นักศึกษาได้ฝึกทักษะการใช้ภาษาอังกฤษทั้ง4ด้านคือการฟังการพูดการอ่านและการเขียนโดยเน้นที่การฟังและการพูดดังนั้นนักศึกษาจะต้องฝึกการฟังเสียงเจ้าของภาษาจากซีดีเสียงและทำความเข้าใจโดยครั้งแรกอาจฟังเสียงจากแผ่นซีดีพร้อมกับการดูข้อความหรือบทสนทนาในเอกสารการสอนควบคู่กันเพื่อทำความเข้าใจเบื้องต้นหลังจากนั้นจึงฟังจากซีดีเสียงอย่างเดียวและทำความเข้าใจหลายๆเที่ยวจนสามารถฟังแล้วเข้าใจได้ทันทีโดยไม่ต้องอิงเป็นภาษาไทยก่อนค่ะส่วนการฝึกพูดนั้นให้นักศึกษาฝึกออกเสียงพูดตามเสียงเจ้าของภาษาเพื่อให้ออกเสียงและสำเนียงได้ถูกต้องทั้งการพูดเป็นคำและเป็นประโยคส่วนการฝึกสนทนาโต้ตอบกันนั้นให้นักศึกษาฟังเสียงในซีดีและพยายามพูดโต้ตอบให้ทันในครั้งแรกๆนักศึกษาอาจพูดโต้ตอบไม่ทันหรือพูดโต้ตอบไม่ถูกก็ไม่เป็นไรค่ะขอให้พยายามพูดแล้วตรวจสอบกับแนวตอบในคู่มือการศึกษาแล้วฝึกพูดโต้ตอบใหม่ให้ถูกต้องหลายๆครั้งจนสามารถพูดโต้ตอบได้ทันถ้าหากนักศึกษาสามารถฝึกฟังพูดและสนทนาได้ตามที่กล่าวนี้นักศึกษาก็จะสามารถใช้ภาษาอังกฤษเพื่อการสื่อสารในชีวิตประจำวันได้นะคะส่วนการอ่านและการเขียนที่ไม่ได้เน้นนั้นไม่ได้หมายความว่าไม่สำคัญในการสื่อสารแต่เห็นว่าให้นักศึกษาฟังพูดและสนทนาได้การฝึกอ่านและเขียนจะเป็นเรื่องไม่ยุ่งยากค่ะแต่อย่างไรก็ตามนักศึกษาก็จะต้องปฏิบัติกิจกรรมอ่านและเขียนตามที่กำหนดในเอกสารการสอนและคู่มือการศึกษาสำหรับซีดีเสียงประจำชุดวิชาภาษาอังกฤษเพื่อการสื่อสารแผ่นที่1นี้จะเป็นกิจกรรมของเอกสารการสอนหน่วยที่1หน่วยที่2และหน่วยที่3ถึงเรื่องที่ 3.2.2 ขอเชิญนักศึกษาฝึกปฏิบัติการฟังและพูดแต่ละกิจกรรมตามที่กำหนดในเอกสารการสอนหน่วยที่1 2 และ 3ได้เลยค่ะ
Unit 1 My Life
แบบประเมินผลตนเองก่อนเรียน
B. Listen to the tape and give the appropriate responses from A. Number 1. Hello, Gorn. It's nice to see you again. Number 2. Who does Arin visit once a year? Number 3. How many people are there in your family? Number 4. How often do you water the plants? Number 5. What do you do? 1.1.2 Presentation. Presentation 1A. Listen to Arin introducing herself. Arin.
Hi, my name's Arin and I'm 26 years old. I'm a first-year student at Sukhothai Thammathirat Open University and my major is information science. I have just enrolled in the English for Communication course. My friends also study at Sukhothai Thammathirat Open University and I'll introduce you to them later. I come from Bangkok and live with my family on Pohonyotin Road. My house is not far from Chatuchak Park, where I go jogging every weekend. I study at Sukhothai Thammathirat Open University via distance education and attend all the tutorial sessions that STOU has. I love it as I can learn in my own time and meet up with my friends to practice my English. I work for the Thai American Chamber of Commerce. I work in the administration department and enjoy it very much.
Now, before you listen to some foreigners introducing themselves, fill in the gaps with the country each person comes from and some other related information. Then listen to the tape to check your answers. Notice each foreigner's accent. Nick.
Hi there, I'm Nick, and I come from America. I live in a city called Los Angeles. It's big like Bangkok, and we've many traffic jams too. Hollywood is in Los Angeles, where all the big American movies are made. Do you like American movies? I sure do like the action movies that they make. I'm now in Bangkok studying at Thammasat University for a year in a student exchange program. It's really good, and I'm friends with Rasa, who is Aaron's younger sister. Could you tell me a bit about yourself?
Paul. It's nice to meet you today. I'm Paul from England. I'm sure that you know that London is the capital city. I worked in a bank there and I saved my money to come and have a short holiday in Southeast Asia. I don't like the cold weather in England. Well, the short holiday turned into a long stay and I now work in the English department at STOU. Fritz.
Hello, I'm Fritz, and I'm from Germany. I come from East Berlin. You know, Berlin used to be separated between the East and the West. I was very happy in
1989.
when the Berlin Wall came down and Germany was one country again. It's a long way from Thailand, but many people come to Thailand for a holiday, just like me.
Yoshiko.
Good afternoon. My name's Yoshiko, and I have just arrived in Thailand from Japan. I'm very happy to be here. I'm staying in a guest house on Khao San Road in Bangkok. My friend Toshi came with me. We are going to go to a beach. Do you know which is the best beach in Thailand? People have told me Phuket, Samui, Rayong, and Koh Chang are very good.
Presentation 1B. Arin and Rasa have arranged to meet at the big department store one evening, and they see some people they know. Arin is Rasa's older sister, and they are good friends. As a way for them both to practice and improve their English, they sometimes speak to each other in English. Listen to the dialogue.
Arin, hi. Did you have a good day?
Hello, little sister. Yes, I did. What about you?
Don't call me little sister. I'm a university student.
Oh, how could I forget? What did you learn at Thammasat today?
You know, this and that.
Okay, let's buy the food for Mom.
Oh, look. There is my friend Nick from the university. Hi, Nick.
Hi, Rasa.
Nick, this is my older sister, Arin. Arin, this is my friend Nick from Thammasat. He's an exchange student from America.
Hello, Aaron. It's good to meet you.
It's good to meet you too, Nick.
Rasa has told me a lot about you.
Hopefully all good things. Excuse me, you two, but there's Paul. He's going to be my tutor at STOU this year. I'm just going to say hello to him. It was nice meeting you, Nick. I'll be back in a minute, Rasa.
It was nice meeting you too, Aaron. I'll see you around.
Hi, Arin. How are you?
Not too bad, thanks, Paul. And what about you?
Good, thanks. What are you doing here?
Just some shopping for my mother. What about you?
Having a look for some shoes.
Okay, I just wanted to say hello and I'll see you at STOU sometime.
I look forward to it. Have a nice day.
You too, Paul. I will see you later.
(1.1.6) Activities. Activity 2A. Asking for and giving personal information. Listen to the tape to check your answers to Activity 1 and write down the questions in the blank provided. Number 1.
What's your name?
Number 2.
How old are you?
Number 3.
What do you do?
Number 4.
Where do you live?
Number 5.
What are your interests?
Number 6.
What is your favorite food?
Activity 3. Listen to the tape and fill in the gaps in the conversation. Arin always tries to practice her English as much as she can, whether it be with her colleagues, Thai or foreign, at work, her family, or people she meets. She also joins the English club and meets Gon, who is studying at STOU. Listen to Arin and Gon introducing themselves to each other and the conversation that follows.
Good morning. My name is Arin. What's your name?
Hello, Arin. My name's Gon. How are you this morning?
Fine, thank you. How are you today?
I'm a bit tired as I was studying last night.
What university do you go to?
I go to Sukhothai Thammathirat Open University.
Me too. I really like the English courses they have there.
Yeah, they're good. What do you do during the day?
I work for the Thai American Chamber of Commerce in the administration department.
Excellent.
Do you work during the day?
Yes, at Siam Commercial Bank.
Whereabouts?
At SCB Park, the corner of Rachda Pisek and Ponyutin Roads.
I know it well. My house is not too far from there.
Oh, maybe we can get together sometime.
Yes, I'd like that.
Okay, then I'll see you around, Arin.
Okay, I'll see you later, Corn.
Activity 4. Greetings and introductions. Complete the conversation. Check your answers in the answer key. Play the tape and have a conversation with Arin.
Hi, I'm Arin. I've heard about you. You study English for Communication at Sukhothai Thammathirat Open University, don't you? Yes, I'm in my first year. How long have you been there? Me too. My major is information science. Yes, I work in the administration department of the Thai American Chamber of Commerce. What about you? Do you live close to the university? Where do you live? I live on Pahonyutin Road, which is not too far from the university. Anyway, it was really nice meeting you. I think we'll be very good friends this semester. Goodbye, and I'll see you again soon.
(1.2) My family. 1.2.2 Presentation.
Hi again, it's me, Arin. I hope you had no trouble doing the warm-up activity. In this section, we are going to talk about our families and the relationships we have with all our family members. I'm the second youngest in my family. I've got a younger sister and an older brother and sister. When we need to discuss something in family, everybody's able to say what they think we should do. For example, when we visited our grandparents in Chiang Mai, some of us wanted to go by bus and some wanted to go by train. We all discussed it, and we decided to go by bus, as it is faster than the train. As you know, I still live with my parents, and my entire family gets together for birthdays and other celebrations. One more thing. We take turns doing the dishes, as it's a job nobody likes doing. What about in your family? Do you do the dishes?
1.2.6 Activities. Activity 6 Family Members. Here is Arin's family tree. Fill in the blanks and play the tape to check your answers.
My Aunt Darin has a husband called Uncle Chris, and he's a very nice man. They have 3 children called Ganda, Tarin, and Virida. We see them often and are all friends as they're about the same age as my brother and sisters and I. My brother's name is Atip, and my 2 sisters are called Rati and Rasa. I'm very close to them all, and we never fight. My father has 1 brother, Resin, and 1 sister, Rungdao. They don't have any children and aren't married. My father is a lot older than they are. Maybe one day they'll marry and have children.
Activity 7 Answering yes-no questions and giving personal information. Look at the following conversation. Fill in the gaps with appropriate responses. Check your responses in the answer key. Play the tape and have a conversation with Arin.
Hi, how are you? I'm fine too, thank you. Now you know about my family as you have seen my family tree. Do you come from a big family? My family is not big. Many people in Thailand have big families. How many brothers and sisters do you have? I have 1 brother and 2 sisters. He's older than I am. I'm the second youngest child in the family. My grandmother and grandfather on my mother's side of the family come from Chiang Mai. Have you been there? Where does your family come from? My aunts and uncles all live very close to my house in Bangkok. We see each other all the time. Do you see a lot of your family too? My favorite uncle is Uncle Chris. He is very funny and kind. Anyway, it was good to see and speak to you again. I will see you soon.
Activity 8 Learning about families and vocabulary. Listen to the foreigners talking about their families. Make a list of questions you would like to ask them to find out more information about their families. Fritz.
My mother just called me to see what I have been doing. She wants me to go and see my sister and her family next Saturday. My mother is always saying, Fritz, when are you going to see them? I really like my sister and her husband. They have 2 great little boys, my nephews. I will go to see them next week and play football with my nephews, and then watch Bayern Munich play with my brother-in-law.
Hello, it's me, Yoshiko. I am having a really good time in Thailand with my friend. I miss my family a lot, though, as it is the first time I have been away from home by myself. I have 1 older brother, and he still lives at home with our mother and father. He works very hard. I call my mother every day, so she knows that I'm well. My father used to come to Thailand on business a lot, so he knows it is safe for me here.
Nick.
Nick here. How are you doing today? I used to go to my aunt and uncle's house in San Diego a lot. I have a couple of cousins there who are about the same age as me, and we get along well together. San Diego is not far from Los Angeles, and I love seeing my relatives. I often write to them, or should I say email them, from Thailand.
Hello, it's Paul here. I'm still sitting in the sun, watching my favourite football team, Liverpool, beat my brother's favourite football team, Manchester United. My brother is 2 years younger than me, and we are great friends. We used to go everywhere together, and I'm hoping he will come out here for a holiday next year. We have 1 younger sister, and she still lives at home with our parents.
Activity 10 Greetings and Introductions. Listen to some foreigners and members of Arin's family introducing themselves to you. Give them an appropriate response.
Hi, I'm Nick Stone. I'm pleased to meet you.
Good morning. I'm Arin's tutor, Paul. She has told me a lot about you.
How do you do? I am Yoshiko Fujiwara. Hi, I'm Rasa.
How are you today? I'm Fritz Wagner.
Good afternoon. It's so nice to meet you. I'm Arin's father's younger sister, Rung Dao.
(1.3) Daily Routine. 1.3.2 Presentation 1A. Nick, an exchange student from America, is studying at Thammathirat University for a year. As part of his project work to take back to America, he is analyzing the differences between the cultures and routines of Thais and Americans. Listen to the conversation between Nick and Rasa.
Good morning, Rasa.
Hi, Nick. It is good to see you.
It's good to see you too, Rasa.
How long have you been here now, Nick?
A couple of months. I'm going to be studying at Thammasat for 1 year, I think.
Which part of America do you come from, Nick?
Los Angeles, California. I was wondering if I could ask you some questions about your daily routine as part of my research.
Yes, that will be fine.
Let's first talk about what you do during the week.
Okay. I usually wake up at 6 a.m. Luckily, it doesn't get cold in Bangkok, so it is easy to get out of bed. Then I have a shower and leave home at 6:30 a.m.
That's early.
It takes a while for me to get to the university. I usually walk down to the bus stop with my older sister Erin. You met her at the big department store.
Are you busy at university?
Come on, Nick, you know.
Yes, but I would like to know about your routine.
All right. I have classes in the morning and the afternoon and then go home. I usually arrive home around 5 p.m. and I help prepare dinner. We eat about 7 p.m. and then I do some homework and watch TV. I shower about 10:30 p.m. and then go to bed.
You're a busy young lady, Rasa.
Not really, Nick. I do have Saturday and Sunday off to relax at home. I need to do some housework like doing laundry and cleaning the house though. Sometimes I go out with my friends.
Where do you go with your friends?
Usually shopping or to a movie. Since I have been at university, my parents have given me a little more freedom to go out and look after my own schedule. They trust me, which is good.
That was the same for me when I finished high school and then went to university. My parents thought it would be good for me to take responsibility for my own actions.
(1.3.5) Language Focus 1. Listening and Speaking. B. The R sound. Right. Really. Relax. Replay. Research. Response. Routine. Royal. Relative. Responsibility. Arrive. During. Enroll. Parents. Difference. Favorite. Foreigner. Interest. Tomorrow. Tutorial. Father. Mother. Brother. Sister. Daughter. (1.3.6) Activities. Activity 12. Talking about daily routine. Look at the following conversation. Fill in the gaps with appropriate responses. Check your responses in the answer key. Play the tape and have a conversation with Nick.
Good morning. My name's Nick. I come from America. I'm an exchange student at Thammasat for 1 year. It's nice to meet you too. May I ask you some questions about your daily routine, please? What time do you get up in the morning? What time do you start and finish work? How do you travel to and from work? What do you do in the evening? Thank you very much. It was very nice to speak with you today.
Activity 14. Listen to Paul from England talking about his daily routine and fill in the blanks with the phrases and sentence provided in the box. Hello, it's Paul here. You heard me talking earlier on the cassette. As you know, I love football, and every weekend I either watch it on television or go to the game. If it's a Saturday game, I wake up at 7 a.m. and have breakfast at home. Then I'll shower and get dressed. The game doesn't start until the afternoon, so in the morning I read the newspaper. I like to get to the game early and watch the reserve team play, so I usually leave home at about 11:30 a.m. and buy some lunch at the ground. The main game starts at 3 p.m. and finishes at 5 p.m. My team usually wins, which is good. I get home about 7 p.m. in time to eat dinner and watch the replays on television. I normally go to bed at midnight.
แบบประเมินผลตนเองหลังเรียน
B. Listen to the following questions and choose each of the 5 sentences in A to give a response. Number 1. What do you do? Number 2. What does Nick do in his free time? Number 3. How often does Gon wash his car? Number 4. Where do Arin's grandparents live? Number 5. What do they do on the weekend? Unit 2. Taking English Lessons. 2.1.2 Presentation. How do you learn English? Listen to the following interview on how one learns English. Situation. Sukhothai Thammathirat Open University wants to find out how Thai students learn English. Ajahn Tanya and Ajahn Grisana, 2 Thai teachers, and Pete, an American teacher at STOU, go out around the country and interview STOU students about the English for Communication course and how they learn English.
It seems Thai students have studied English for many years before they enter university, about 12 years. But still, it seems they can't speak English fluently. Today, we are going to find out how we learn English. Top Team cannot express herself very well in English, so she asked Ajahn Krisana to be her interpreter. First of all, can each of you tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Arin. I'm a first-year student. I work in an import-export company. I'm now studying information science.
Hi, I'm Gon. I work in a bank. I'm studying business management. I registered for English for Communication this semester.
My name is Top Tim. I'm a first-year student in education. I work in a small office.
Thank you. Let's begin with question 1. Why are you taking this course?
Oh, I like English. I love to speak English. I think good English is useful for my career development.
I think English can help me in my present job. I also like to speak English. It's cool.
ไม่ชอบเลยค่ะที่ต้องเรียนเพราะหลักสูตรบังคับแต่ก็คิดว่าสำคัญคงจะได้งานดีถ้ารู้ภาษาอังกฤษ Oh no, I don't like it at all. I study this course because it is compulsory for my degree, but I do think it's important. I think good English can help me get a better job later.
Okay, now among the following listening, speaking, reading, writing, grammar, and vocabulary, what do you like to study most?
I like to listen to the tapes. I like listening to the real English conversations. I want to see if I can understand them. I also like reciting vocabulary. I think it's important. I can study grammar and understand how to use it, but for words, I just have to memorize them.
I like reading because I want to be able to read English text at work, and it is easier than listening or speaking. I have more time to read forward and backward, even though I love to speak with foreigners.
ไม่ค่อยชอบสักอย่างเลยค่ะต้องบังคับตัวเองให้เรียนรู้สึกเป็นทุกข์เวลาอ่านหนังสือที่ง่ายที่สุดคือท่องศัพท์ค่ะไวยากรณ์คิดว่าพอเข้าใจแต่ทำไม่ได้ I don't really like anything. I have to force myself to study. I am very unhappy when I read the textbook. The easiest thing for me is to memorize words. I think I understand grammar, but I can't use it.
It seems we all have our own preferences. Now, when is your best time to study?
I like to study early in the morning before I go to work. I'm lucky my office is nearby.
I only study on weekends. During the week, I'm very busy and tired.
เรียนตอนวันหยุดแต่บางครั้งก็ต้องทำงานหาเวลาอ่านหนังสือยากค่ะ I study on weekends too, but even so, sometimes I have to work on weekends, so managing my time properly is very difficult.
People are different, aren't they? I myself am a morning person, but I guess Ajahn Piet is a night person.
Yeah, I like to study at night. I wake up rather late.
Okay, now we come to the practice issue. How do you practice listening and speaking?
I try first to listen to the tone, the pronunciation in different situations, and repeat what has been said. Sometimes I speak with my pet, my dog, or the fish in my small aquarium at home. I also notice how the native speakers speak and move their lips. I imitate them in the mirror.
I take a chance to practice with native speakers whenever I can. I just jump in speaking right away. I don't care much whether I speak 100% correctly or not. I just do it. As long as the other people can understand me, I'm fine. I also use gestures a lot when I speak.
ก็อ่านหนังสือแล้วอ่านตามเทปแต่โชคไม่ดีค่ะไม่เคยพบใครพูดภาษาฝรั่งก็เลยไม่ได้ฝึกจริงๆ I read from the book and try to repeat after the tape, but unfortunately I never meet anybody who speaks English, so I can't practice in real life.
Do you feel shy sometimes when you speak English in front of other people?
Yes, sometimes, but I try not to. You see, when foreigners speak Thai and make mistakes, we think it's cute. So don't be too conscious of the mistakes you make. As long as you can communicate and understand other English speakers, it's okay, I think.
I think mistakes are part of the learning process. We all make mistakes, but we learn from them.
I'm not shy. I think it's my personality. And after all, English is not my first language. About communication, I think we should use non-verbal language, like nodding. In most countries, means yes. Or we can replace some of the difficult words by explaining what they mean. For example, you want to say the word uncle, you say my father's brother instead. Sometimes I even draw pictures.
That's smart, if you have a pencil and paper nearby. Sometimes I use Thai. For example, when you want to say Jaidi in Thai, then explain it like good heart, meaning kind. I think people understand it, even though I don't know if it's completely correct or not.
กลัวผิดมากเลยค่ะอายมากไม่กล้าเลยกลัวเขาหัวเราะเยาะแต่ก็พยายามมากค่ะคิดว่าตัวเองอดทนค่ะ I'm afraid of making mistakes. I'm so embarrassed. I dare not speak English. I'm afraid people will laugh at me. But I try very hard. I'm patient, I think.
Language focus. 4. Listening and speaking. Stress and intonation observation.
ให้นักศึกษาฟังบทสนทนาอีกครั้งหนึ่งและให้สังเกตว่าผู้พูดออกเสียงหนักเบาอย่างไรแล้วฟังคำต่อไปนี้จากเทปเสียงเพื่อสังเกตว่าผู้พูดออกเสียงคำดังกล่าวอย่างไรให้ใส่เครื่องหมาย stress บนสระของพยางค์ที่ได้รับการออกเสียงหนักที่สุดคำแรกได้ทำให้ดูเป็นตัวอย่างแล้วนักศึกษาจะเห็นว่าหน่วยคำสามารถแบ่งย่อยออกได้เป็นพยางค์จากนั้นให้ตรวจสอบคำตอบในคู่มือการศึกษาตัวอย่างที่ยกมานี้มีตั้งแต่2พยางค์ถึง5พยางค์
2-syllable words. Answer, arrange, better, English, express, ideas, major, mistake, native, office, problems, student, study, weekends. 3-syllable words. Important, fluently, embarrassed, memorize. 4-syllable words. Communicate, interviewer. 5-syllable words. Unfortunately, university. (2.1.6) Activities. Activity 6. Intonation of sentences. 1A. Listen to the tape and draw the intonation of what you hear. The first sentence has been done as an example.
I like to listen to the tape. I like listening to real English conversations. I want to see if I can understand them. I also like reciting vocabulary. I think it's important. I can study grammar and understand how to use it, but for words, I just have to memorize them.
I like reading because I want to be able to read English texts at work. And it is easier than listening or speaking. I have more time to read forward and backward, even though I love to speak with foreigners. B. Check the answers and play the tape again and repeat them. C. Notice the intonation of series of sentences. 2. Record your own voice, playing the part of each student in the presentation section, and listen to them and compare it with the text. (2.2.2) Presentation. Attending study group. The following is a script of a conversation from a study group consisting of Ajahn Tanya, Pete, Arin, Gon, and Taptim discussing how one learns English. Ajahn Krishna acts as a translator for Taptim.
I think it's very nice of you to come today. This is a very useful project to help you learn English. I would also like to thank Kun Pete for joining us as well. Ajahn Pete, could you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Thank you, Ajahn Tanya. I'm Pete, short for Peter. I come from America. I've been teaching English in Thailand for about a year. I enjoy it very much.
Ajahn Pete can also speak Thai very well. Well, can we start with this question? Can you tell me how you usually study this English course? And when you have problems, what do you usually do? Anybody can say anything they want to.
First, I plan beforehand. I arrange my time. When I feel the most fresh, usually in the morning, I study. I don't like to study at night. I'm too tired after work. If I don't understand something, I ask my elder sister, and I also consult some other textbooks. Sometimes I call the teachers at STOU.
I don't have time to plan. I just follow the book. I guess the book is already planned out since it's package course. When I don't understand something, I ask my friends who are native speakers. I have some friends in my office too. They are very good at English. I'm too lazy to find out for myself.
ตรงไหนยากไม่เข้าใจก็ข้ามไปข้ามเยอะค่ะใช้เวลานานกว่าจะอ่านเข้าใจแต่ละตอนไม่มีเวลาแล้วก็ไม่มีกำลังใจท้อค่ะถามคนอื่นเวลามีปัญหาแต่คนรอบๆข้างไม่เก่งภาษาอังกฤษ I skip difficult units. Actually, I skip a lot of them. It takes me a long time to study one section. I don't have enough time or courage. I ask a lot of people, but unfortunately, people around me are not very good at English.
I think asking other people is okay, but we should try to study by consulting other references too. In your case, Type Tim, I think you may have to go to the library to read more to help you increase your understanding.
Yes, I also think it's a good idea to read a variety of books. Okay, on to the next point. How do you feel about studying English? How do you cheer yourself up?
ดิฉันรู้สึกไม่ดีแย่ที่ไม่สามารถเข้าใจภาษาอังกฤษได้ค่ะผิดหวังกับตัวเองและท้อใจค่ะ I feel bad and depressed when I can't understand English. I am disappointed with myself. I am so discouraged.
No. You shouldn't feel that bad while you're studying English. You have to make learning fun and enjoyable for yourself. You can sing in English, watch movies, or listen to radio programs.
บางทีดิฉันก็คิดว่าจำเป็นต้องเรียนภาษาอังกฤษไหมในเมื่อเรามีล่ามแปลให้อยู่แล้วค่ะ Sometimes I don't know whether it's necessary to learn English. We have interpreters to help us.
But how can you make sure they translate correctly if you don't know anything about English?
คงจะใช่อะค่ะแล้วอาจารย์พีทเรียนภาษาไทยยังไงคะผู้ภาษาไทยเก่งจัง Well, I guess. How do you learn Thai, อาจารย์พีท I think you can speak very good Thai.
Thank you. I am a person who studies with my ears, meaning I listen and pick up the words quite easily that way, and I practice in real context, meaning I speak Thai every day with my friends. But I do have problems with correct accent, and sometimes I use vocabulary in the wrong situations.
แย่นะที่เราไม่มีโอกาสมากเท่าอาจารย์ It's too bad we don't have as many chances as you have to use the language.
Well, you can create your own opportunities. Speak to your friends, to your parents, your brothers or sisters, or even your pet or trees. This is like a rehearsal before you use English in real life.
You can also have a pen friend or email friends to chat with. Instead of using Thai, use English.
แต่ส่งอีเมลเป็นภาษาไทยง่ายกว่าค่ะ But it is easier for me to email in Thai.
What do you suggest we do because some of us lack the opportunity to speak English in our daily life?
I think you should create opportunities to practice English. There are several things you can do. For example, you can repeat what you hear on the tapes or from the activities. You may speak to friends or family at home. Speak in front of the mirror or talk to native and skilled speakers, such as Pete here.
I think I have the problem of translating literally. I don't think I know enough vocabulary and expressions. I also want to know how I can develop my listening and speaking skills. I must read more. I must memorize more words.
I think I have a pronunciation problem. I think I speak Thai English. I want to speak standard English. I need to improve my pronunciation.
I think it's okay to have a Thai accent. After all, who's going to say which is right or wrong? Among the native speakers themselves, there's a wide variety of accents. I think you can speak standard English, but with a Thai accent.
How can we develop our listening and speaking skills?
I think you can imitate the rhythm and intonation. You may start with word stress. Compare your pronunciation to the models on tape. Listen carefully and repeat aloud after your teacher or a native speaker. Make a list of the words that you can't pronounce correctly and practice them.
What I want you to do now is to write out your difficulties in learning English and try to think of what to do to help you learn English better. Pete 2. You write your problems in learning Thai. Some are already given.
2.2.6 Activities. Activity 9. Listening. Listen to the description of how Pim learns English. Fill in the blanks with the words you hear on the tape.
How do I study English? I am a person who studies with my eyes, meaning I have to read to see the letters, then I can understand. I can't pick up the words by ear. I practice in real life. I meet people and use English. If I don't understand anything, I jot it down and look it up in a dictionary or ask some people who know English well. I also study some other textbooks. Sometimes I call the teacher at STOU. I follow the textbooks, but I sometimes skip difficult units.
Activity 10. Word stress. Listen to the tape and put a stress mark on the vowel that has the heaviest stress. Check the answers, then repeat after the tape. 2-syllable words. Accent. Arrange. Consult. Context. Courage. Create. Elder. Enjoy. Lazy. Mirror. Morning. Practice. Problem. Project, noun. Project, verb. Pronounce. Question. Textbook. Useful. 3-syllable words. Already. Anything. Compensate. Discouraged. Every day. Introduce. Reference. Usually. 4-syllable words. Enjoyable. Necessity. Intonation. 5-syllable words. Opportunities. Pronunciation. (2.3.2) Presentation. How many words do you know? This is a continued conversation from section 2.2. Students in this study group are discussing how to learn vocabulary.
So, could you tell us how you learn vocabulary?
ปัญหาใหญ่คือคำศัพท์ค่ะจำไม่ได้เลยต้องใช้เวลาเปิดดิกบ่อยมากเพื่อหาคำศัพท์ My big problem is vocabulary. I can't remember it at all. I have to spend a lot of time looking up words in the dictionary to understand the words.
In your case, Top Team, maybe you can list all the words and memorize them. Aim to memorize 5 words a day. Put the words in groups like words used in cooking, etc. You can memorize faster than when you memorize them randomly or without any structure at all. No pain, no gain.
You can also try to use context clues to understand the meaning of the sentence.
That's what I do to understand new words. I try to use context clues to guess the meaning of words. But sometimes I'm not sure. I think we should look them up in a dictionary to make sure.
Yes, I think that's the best way. You should not only guess, but also check the meaning.
ดิฉันต้องเปิดดิกทุกคำไม่รู้ศัพท์เอาเสียเลยค่ะ I have to check every word in a dictionary. I don't know any of them.
Well, sometimes you have to do that, don't you?
Yes, but be aware of phrases, expressions. Some phrases may give you the meaning as when you translate them literally. But some good dictionaries do provide all these things. So you'd better read all of the explanations, not just one meaning, as that meaning may not be the right one.
จริงๆด้วยค่ะอาจารย์พอหาคำศัพท์เจอก็หาคำแปลไม่ถูกอีกดิฉันต้องพึ่งดิกมากเลยค่ะดิกอังกฤษไทยนะคะใช้ดิกอังกฤษแปลเป็นอังกฤษไม่ได้ค่ะ Yes, exactly, Ajahn. I looked them up, but I couldn't find the right meaning. I still have to rely a lot on a dictionary, an English-Thai dictionary. I can't use an English-English dictionary.
I think you have to look at the sentences as well to see what the meaning is. That's what I do.
To know how to use a dictionary is very important. In Unit 5, you will learn how to use it.
I like to get back to memorizing. I have some memorizing techniques. First, you may group words by grammatical classes, such as noun, adjective, adverb, and so on. Or you may group them by meaning, such as words related to the kitchen, such as oven, microwave, pan, and so on. When you are memorizing, you can draw a picture, write or say that word several times, or play a game, like rhyming. Or sometimes you can relate them to the real world. For example, when you study the word keyboard, you think of your computer at home.
That's what I do. I put all the new words into groups, depending on what they relate to, such as cooking.
I think remembering vocabulary by acting it out is also a good idea. For example, I learned the word why in Thai by actually doing it, like this. Ring T 2.3.6 Activities. Activity 12. Telling what you can and what you cannot do. A. Write a sentence saying what your difficulty in learning is, using the information given in the parentheses. B. Then practice speaking the sentences out loud. You may listen to the tape later to see how close you are in pronunciation. Notice the speaker's tone and intonation. The first one has been done as an example. 1. I can read Thai newspapers, but I can't read English newspapers. 2. I know very few words in English. I think I don't know enough vocabulary to read English textbooks. 3. I know how to play cards, but I don't know how to play Scrabble. 4. I can speak English when I am in class, but I can't speak English to foreigners. 5. I understand how to use pronouns, but I can't understand how to use articles. 6. I know the past form of the verb walk, but I don't know how to write the past form of spend. 7. I can translate simple English, but I can't translate this academic text into Thai. 8. I can pronounce English, but I cannot pronounce the word children. 9. I can spell a lot of English words, but I cannot spell conjunction. Activity 15. Pronunciation practice. A. Group the following words into nouns and verbs. Nouns. Problems. Classes. Nouns. Activities. Words. Watches. Verbs. Understands. Watches. Thinks. Repeats. Washes. B. Check the answer in the study guide and repeat after the tape. Pay attention to word stress and the final sound. S. Can you notice the ending of the words that make the sound is? Problems. Understands. Washes. Watches. Thinks. Classes. Activities. Repeats. Words. Nouns. Activity 16. Doing a crossword. A. Listening to the following explanation Pete gives to Taptim on how to complete the following crossword. Fill in the missing words. First, read the meaning of the word in the clues. Begin with the down clues. Complete all the words from this section. Then move on to the clues in the across section. It does not really matter which section of clues you start with. Some want to do one across and then one down, but I do the down section first, as they are the first set of clues given. If you do not know the word from the clue given, move on to the next clue and come back to it later. Remember to just do your best to complete the crossword. Unit 3. Fun Times. 3.1. Let's have a party. 3.1.2. Presentation. Arin and her study group are organizing a get-together party. They believe that it will be a good opportunity for them to get to know each other better. The study group members can invite a few friends to join the party if they would like to. The party belongs to everyone in the group, so they all help to organize it willingly. Listen to Arin and her friends organizing a party. When you listen for the first time, try not to look at the dialogue to fully practice your listening. You can listen to it as many times as you would like. However, if you feel that you really need to read the script sometimes to help your understanding, you can do so.
I think it's about time for us to have some fun together after studying hard. Porneri and I were thinking of organizing a get-together party for our study group and friends. Could you help us with it?
Certainly, Arin. I'd be glad to. What can I do for you?
I think, first of all, we need to decide where and when to throw the party and who we should invite.
The university's karaoke and dining room on the second floor of the university's sport club building seems okay. I'm sure it will also be convenient for most of us. Would you agree, Arin?
It sounds good to me, too.
In that case, would you like me to book the room?
Yes, please, Paul. As soon as we make up our minds when the party will be held. How do you feel about having it on the first Friday of August?
I couldn't agree more. Then we can race over the weekend.
I think so too, Arin.
Ponrowi, would you please make a list of everyone in our group and friends or guests to be invited? We need to know the total number of people attending the party.
Of course. It's important to have the information, otherwise we can make the appropriate preparations or arrangements. If you'd like, I'd be happy to invite our friends and guests myself, maybe by telephoning or sending them email messages.
Though we are all friends, it'd be nice if we send out little fancy invitation cards just for fun. I'm sure you all know how good I am at drawing and painting, don't you? Can I design the invitation card, please?
All right, Paul, but please make sure that it's nice and attractive.
No problem, Arin. You can certainly count on me.
What about the setting up of the room and its decorations for the party? Can you also take care of it, Porn?
By all means, Arin, but I think you need to be in charge of food and drink preparation yourself. We are all putting down the money, but since you're the best cook of us all, how about showing off your cooking skills?
That's right. This is not the first time I've heard how good you are at cooking.
It's very nice of you to say so, guys, but flattery gets you nowhere. Let's just hope the party goes well.
I'm sure it will.
(3.1.6) Activities. Activity 1. Word stress. Listen to the tape and decide how each word in the box is stressed. Is it stressed on the first, second, third, or fourth syllable? Make a tick in the right column. The first two are done as examples. After you're finished, repeat each word after the tape. Number 1.
Organize.
Number 2.
Opportunity.
Number 3.
Invite.
Number 4.
Invitation.
Number 5.
Convenient.
Number 6.
Certainly.
Number 7.
Responsible.
Number 8.
Request.
Number 9.
Surprise.
Number 10.
Engagement.
Number 11.
Dinner.
Number 12.
Preparation.
Activity 4. Speaking practice. Making and responding to offers and requests. A. Listen and repeat the offers and requests in Activity 3 after the tape. Notice the intonation of each sentence and try to say it naturally. Do not leave a long pause after each word. Number 1.
Can you call Jane and invite her to the party?
Number 2.
Would you please send out the invitation cards as soon as possible?
Number 3.
May I get some flowers for you to decorate the room?
Number 4.
Would you like me to bring some more drinks?
Number 5.
If you'd like, I can make a room reservation.
Number 6.
I'd be happy to take care of picture taking at the party.
Number 7.
Would you stop at the shop and get me some biscuits or cookies?
Number 8.
Can I help you arrange those tables and seats?
Number 9.
Could you make sure that Paul collects 500 baht from each of us to pay for the party?
Number 10.
Could you do me a favor, Joanna?
B. Now listen to the tape again. This time you make offers and requests using expressions 1 to 10 in Activity 3. When you hear the beep, you can start speaking. Then listen to the responses. Write an X in the correct column to show if the offers and requests are accepted or declined. Number 1.
Certainly. I'd be glad to.
Number 2.
All right. I'll do it straight away.
Number 3.
Thank you, but I can manage.
Number 4.
That would be nice, thanks.
Number 5.
That's all right, thanks. I need to do it myself.
Number 6.
That's very kind of you, thanks.
Number 7.
I'm afraid I can't. I'm in a hurry.
Number 8.
Yes, please, if you're free.
Number 9.
Yes, of course.
Number 10.
Certainly. What is it?
C. When you listen to the tape again this time, in the space provided, write down the responses you hear. The first one is done as an example. D. This time it is your turn to practice responding to offers or requests. You can use the same responses as on the tape, or you can use other expressions you have learned. It is suggested that you practice it until you feel confident in speaking it. Activity 6. Accepting requests. Listen and accept requests using the cues given. Number 1 and number 2 are done as examples. Number 1.
Would you please tell me how much you charge per head for food and drink?
Accept. It's 350 baht per head.
Yes, certainly. It's 350 baht per head.
Number 2.
Would you mind preparing enough seats for about 60 people?
Accept. And we'll make sure they are well arranged.
Not at all. And we'll make sure they are well arranged.
Number 3.
Would you mind picking me up at home around 5 p.m.?
Accept. I'd be glad to do it. Number 4.
Could you discuss with Daniel about the invitations?
Accept. I'll talk to him as soon as I can. Number 5.
Would you get a birthday gift for Shane?
Accept. But do you have any idea what I should get? Number 6.
Would you mind letting us hold a surprise party for John at your house?
Accept. I'm sure it's going to be fun. Number 7.
Can you take some of your CDs to the party at Patty's house?
Accept. How many do you need? Number 8.
Would you mind getting some coffee at the supermarket?
Accept. Shall I get coffee beans or instant coffee?
(3.2.2) Presentation. Erin, Pornrui, and Paul have arranged a get-together party for the group. They have all invited other friends to come along as well. At the party, they introduce each other to their guests, chit-chat, and exchange contacts to keep in touch. Introduction, greeting, and small talk.
Paul, I'd like to introduce you to my cousin Anna. Anna, this is my teacher, Paul.
Hi, Anna. Pleased to meet you.
Hi, Paul. I've heard so much about you.
All good things, I hope.
Oh, of course. Oh, Arin, Ponrui tells me you're responsible for the excellent food we'll be enjoying tonight. Yeah, I love to cook. I hope everyone enjoys the dishes I've prepared.
That's a given. You don't even have to worry about that.
Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm a little late. I stopped at the shop to buy some more drinks, just in case. We don't want to go dry in the middle of the party.
Hi, Pete.
Come and join us over here. What would you like to drink?
I'll have a scotch and coke, please. Thanks, Pornrui.
No problem.
How was the traffic? Not too bad, I hope.
Apart from the 100 million traffic lights, it was pretty clear.
Pete, have you met Anna? Anna, this is Pete, my friend.
Hi, Anna. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Paul. You must be a terrific teacher. My cousin Ponrui has never spoken English so well.
On the contrary, I think it's because Ponrui is such a terrific student. By the way, your English is perfect.
Thank you, Paul. I attend college in the United States.
I see. In which state?
Texas.
What a coincidence. Pete's hometown is in Texas. Right, Pete?
Yes, I have family in Texas. How do you like it there, Anna?
I absolutely love it. The people are so friendly and helpful.
Exchanging contacts. Do you have an email address?
Sure, here's my card. May I have your email address as well? It would be nice to keep in touch.
Yes, perhaps we could meet up if I ever happen to be in Texas visiting my family.
That would be great.
Do you need a pen and paper, Anna?
Yes, please, Paul.
Here you go.
I'd love to keep in touch with all of you, actually. Also, having friends overseas can come in handy, especially when you're traveling. It's always nice to see a friendly face in a strange land. I agree. It's great to be able to meet up after not seeing one another for a long time. Catching up can be so much fun.
Yes, there's always so much to talk about.
Thanking.
Arin, the food was absolutely wonderful. Thank you for cooking for us.
You have outdone yourself once again.
I especially skipped lunch so that I could pig out on your cooking.
You have got to give me the recipe for that potato salad of yours. I know it's a simple dish, but yours is truly something else.
You guys are exaggerating, but I'm really glad you enjoyed the food. I'll email you the recipe for that potato salad, Paul.
นักศึกษาคะซีดีเสียงประจำชุดวิชาภาษาอังกฤษเพื่อการสื่อสารแผ่นที่1จบลงเพียงแค่นี้นะคะแต่ว่ากิจกรรมในหน่วยที่3ยังไม่จบค่ะขอให้นักศึกษาฟังและปฏิบัติกิจกรรมต่อในแผ่นที่2ซึ่งจะเริ่มด้วยเรื่องที่ 3.2.6 นะคะสวัสดีค่ะ